Hi everyone, we're going to be talking about and going over an overview of all the theories that you heard about. So you should have covered chapters 2.1 through 2.5 with the videos that I shared with you. So the idea here is that we went over a little bit about what ethics is, about why we care about it, about what we wanted to study, why we're going to be doing it in this course. And the biggest reason around that is that there's new technologies coming out that you're going to be responsible for. You're going to possibly be part of creating new technologies in your careers, and we need to know how to approach ethical decisions regarding those new technologies, but also regarding our normal day-to-day work. And looking at ethical theories allows us to do that. So the first theory that we looked at would have been the personal relativism, which is also known as subjective relativism. Subjective relativism is when we have ideas about how we should behave and that each individual should know how to behave on their own. So what's right for me is right for me, and what's right for you is what's right for you, and it doesn't matter. We can go about our lives and do whatever we want. The problem with this kind of theory is that it does encourage us to abuse others and to hurt others in our pursuit of our own goals. Next, there was cultural relativism, which talks about how things can be right or wrong in different cultures, not at an individual level, but at one of those levels of society that we talked about before. So, for example, what's right in the US might be wrong in Europe or in Africa or in other areas of the world because they have different moral philosophies or because they have different guiding principles and core values for their society. Next, you heard about divine command theory, which is where we use a religious backing to determine what's right and wrong. Now, this isn't really a good theory to work with because, well, who decides when those things change? Who decides which religion gets to make the moral claims? However, you'll find that maybe you use divine command theory for your own personal beliefs. It seems not to work really well at a society level, particularly at a high level of society when we're talking about large groups of people with diverse beliefs and interests. And lastly, you heard about ethical egoism, where ethical egoism is the idea that each individual person should do what's best for their own self-interest, which has a lot of problems that are similar to subjective relativism. What you should be doing now is evaluating which of these beliefs you might be following in your own life, how do you use these on a regular basis, but also why do these not really work? Now, all of these theories that you heard about don't really work at a high level in society. The next theories that we talk about are going to be what we call workable theories. These are theories that we can actually use to determine right and wrong in our personal choices as well as in our societal choices. So right now, you're just going to go through chapters 2.1 and 2. I believe it was 2.5. Stop before you get to Kantianism. Kantianism and the rest of the chapter 2 is for next week, where we'll have videos going over that. Now you do have a quiz over chapters 2.1 through 2.5 to do after this video. You have a week to do that quiz. It will only cover chapters 2.1 through 2.5. It will not cover any of the other material discussed in either the videos that I shared with you or any of the videos that I produced myself. All right, so just chapters 2.1 through 2.5.